In the book of Exodus, we find a powerful story of deliverance and redemption. The account of the horse and his rider being cast into the sea. This event, known as the parting of the Red Sea, holds profound lessons for us today. Imagine the scene with me. The Israelites fleeing from the oppression of Pharaoh and his armies, with the sea in front of them and the enemy behind. In that moment of desperation, God performed a miraculous deed by parting the waters, creating a path of deliverance for his people. As the Israelites crossed the dry seabed, walls of water stood like a mighty sentinels on either side, a symbol of God's power and protection. But when Pharaoh's chariots pursued them into the midst of the sea, the waters came crashing down, engulfing the horses and its riders in a watery grave. This vivid imagery serves as a reminder of God's sovereignty and faithfulness. It reveals his unwavering commitment to rescue and redeem his people, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Just as the horse and its rider were swallowed by the sea, so too are our fears, doubts, and enemies defeated by the overwhelming power of God's love and deliverance. In our own lives, we may face our own Red Sea moments, situations where the odds seem stacked against us and escape appears impossible. It is precisely in these moments that we are called to trust in the Lord, to step out in faith as the Israelites did, and watch as he makes a way where there seems to be no way. This story teaches us that consequences of disobedience and rebellion against God. Pharaoh's pride and stubbornness led to his downfall, and the same applies to us when we resist God's will in our lives. Let us learn from his mistakes and instead choose to surrender to God's leading, knowing that his plans are always for our good. As we reflect on the horse and his rider cast into the sea, may we be reminded of God's power to save, his faithfulness to his promises, and his desire to lead us to freedom and victory. Let us trust in him even in the midst of life's storm, knowing that he is with us, guiding us through the waters to the other side. My fellow believers, I know some of you are passing through your Red Sea moments where you feel shattered, where you feel hopeless. But I want to encourage you. The horse and its rider were engulfed, were destroyed in the sea because of God's power. God is there. We might be pursued by the devil, but I want to tell you, Jesus is there to help us cross to the other side of the sea. In the same way God led the Israelites from Egypt to the promised land, God is ready to help us cross this sea of insurmountable challenges if we trust in him. What problems are you going through right now? I know we have a big God. We serve a big God. There's a song, a popular song by a Nigerian who sings a song. It says, I have a very big God. No matter how big your problem could be, our God is able to save. He is able. He is able. Our God has never failed. Therefore, trust in him because he cares. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. John 3, verse 16. May God help us as we make our commitment to trust in Jesus. Amen.